So write a book.
And here's the thing. If you don't write a book, someone else will write one for you.
Ouch.
And it's the truth, right? And so think about this. You're growing into adulthood and you're like, my mom is like this. My dad is like this. They've always been like this. You've created a story based on who you think you are, based on your perspective, your hurt, your trauma, your problems, all of that. And you probably have never really gained the insight as to what created your parents the way they were. And so you've already created this idea of who they are, and it's just like taking taking an insight of somebody without actually understanding their story. But if you write a book and you have your philosophies written down and you live by it, you've got a piece of manuscript that will tell the story of who you are long after you're.
So powerful. Another way that we can prepare for our own death is also through generosity. And so many people tie the word generosity just to financial. And so we ought to live lives that do create financial stability and the ability to be financially generous in our later years in life. But what I want guys to mostly focus on with this is generosity, first of all, with your talent, which is what we're talking about. The gifts and the skills that we have received and we have perfected over our lifetime, we can start to embed in everyone else that we follow. Yes, with our children and grandchildren, but also for the people that entrust us to their sphere, to leave and ingrain the best parts of yourself in people. But even more so than that is to be generous with your time.
Yeah.
We live in a country that says, go to school, get a career, save some money, and retire. So people have this thought process of, I want to get to the end of my life and do nothing. I just want to relax. I just want to be. Your thought process, if you believe in becoming a high-value man, has to be the exact opposite. That the more decades you get into your life, that the more you're cranking it up, especially with your time. So rather than retiring and going off and playing golf for the rest of your days, that you should be spending more time with people, not just your family, but people in your sphere, speaking into them, giving wisdom, teaching, coaching, really creating the ability for your gifts, your talents, your knowledge, and your wisdom to be in bed, setting up the next generation to overtake everything that you did in your life. That is a legacy worth living.
So good. Recap this, guys. 4 stages of masculine maturity, growth, the rite of passage that every man will, mostly every stage every man will walk through. First, birth. This is your self-reliance season. Adulthood. This is your skill set, your selfish season where you're becoming a valuable person. Third is your marriage season. This is all about service and the life you get to create together. And then the last one is your legacy and your death season. Question to ask yourself, what season are you in? And ask yourself from a metaphorical standpoint and a physical standpoint. You're probably saying, well, I'm an adult, so I'm an adult. No, not necessarily true. We're going to go back to the beginning where we first quoted, just because you were born a man, just because you're 30 years old, does not mean that you're a masculine, high-value man. You need to take yourself through these rites of initiation, check in, become self-reliant, become a valuable person, be conscious that you're in a season of service, and actually start developing a life philosophy. So ask yourself the question, what season are you in?
Yep. What season, what stage am I in, and what next phase, what next rite of passage do I need to begin to prepare for?
Yeah.
Right. Every man needs to have a vision for their life. And so you need to know and prepare for what's next so that you don't just walk aimlessly through your years, get to the end of your life and experience what the most painful thing you can experience, and that's regret.
So good. I love that. I hate regret, but I loved how you left that like a knife right in the gut. As always, my friends, if you enjoyed this episode, leave us a 5-star review, share with another man on his journey of becoming a high-value man. Drop us a comment, connect with us. We've got a free school community where we're walking through the virtues, the values, the vision, everything you need to become a high-value man. Click the link somewhere on this video, and I'll see you on the other side.